Hey guys, Solomon here. I hope you're having a great day. I thought in today's video I would show you two Ponziani opening traps, both of which have a theme, and that is that we are turning, or really promoting, into a knight in both of these traps. I mean, this is rare, right? I mean, I've been playing chess for nearly 20 years, and I've only had, a handful of instances in which case I'm not promoting into a queen, right? 99.9% of the time we want to turn into a queen. It's very rare that we ever want to turn into a knight, promote into a knight. Let alone have an opening, in which case there's two opening traps with this idea, right? But let's take a look. I think both of these traps are a ton of fun, and I hope that you like them. The Ponziani opening, I mean, one of my favorite openings out there for white, in all honesty. We're playing e4, knight f3, and then playing c3, right? Preparing this d4 push. If we see something like knight f6, by the way, in the course, I covered this move in great length and detail. We do have multiple options here, right? I mean, one of them is just playing d3. Right? D3 is totally a valid move here, right? I mean, just play D3. If they play D5, we could even play something like Queen C2 as an option and kind of go into a check perk type setup, maybe go into a white lion attack at some point. But all that to say, the main move that we see here most of the time is D4, right? Just advancing in the center of the board. And here's the idea. You can take my pawn, but I'm then going to play this move of D5. And if you end up running away with your knight, I was down a pawn, but now we're evened up again. Right? Even game. And I mean, I see this move of d6 all the time, right? Even against the players I'm going up against, 2000 plus elo, I see this a bunch. And yeah, I mean, d6, this is just a huge mistake for black. Huge mistake. And you see this all the time in the Ponziani opening. I mean, we're just playing principled, logical moves, and black has so many ways to misstep and simply get a lost game, right? In this case, we have bishop e5 with check, right? We're not running away with this knight. We're throwing in a check, and this knight is actually very active along this diagonal, right? Covering d7, covering c6 as well. Notice here, if you play bishop d7, we just take. We just take, right? You're going to have to give up your queen. If we see something like c6, we're going to capture this pawn. Again, if you want to take here, the knight is already looking at that square. It's already bought in, right? It's already focused there. What about this move of queen b6? Now, this is an interesting move because of the fact that, okay, we can throw in a check, right? Force this king over to d8. And yeah, I mean, notice if this queen did capture our bishop, I mean, taking this rook and turning into a queen would be a great move, right? Absolutely fantastic. But after king d8, guys, please, okay, please don't turn into a queen here, because you're actually just going to get mated in one move, right? You have two queens, but who cares, because you just got checkmated, okay? In this case, we're throwing in a check. And again, we don't want to promote into a queen, right? If we promote into a queen here, queen takes f2, checkmate, game over. But what we can do is promote into a knight, check, fork. I mean, this is just nasty, right? This is nasty. The king has to move. We capture the queen. When you take our knight, we take the rook. Y'all, we're up 21 points in material. 21 points. The only material that we've given up are our D and E pawns. That's it. That's it. And black has neither of the rooks nor their queen. Okay, so yeah, this is just absolutely crushing for white. I mean, for black to win this game, white is going to have to blunder multiple times or walk into a checkmate or something, because yeah, I mean, this is just ball game, right? Going back to this move c3, the other kind of knight promotion idea we have is against f5, right? Totally different look, right? Instead of knight f6, we have f5 with the Ponziani counter gambit, immediately putting pressure on this pawn. In the course here, I cover multiple options that we have. But in this trap, we have e takes f5, right? Okay, they offer us a pawn. Okay, we're going to take it, right? And if something like e4, we have knight d4. Notice, guys, our knight actually can't go to any of these squares because the knight is simply going to get captured, right? We don't want to lose our knight for nothing. We don't want to go back to g1. This is too passive, too slow. But knight d4 is okay. And it may seem like black is going to mess up our pawn structure. And in some lines, this is definitely true. But notice here we are going to be up a pawn to start. And here we actually have queen h5 with check against the king. King e7 is the computer move. But if you see g6, we can take. And notice here, I mean, no matter what black does, we're going to have a better position. But if you end up checking and then taking our rook, this doesn't really work for black well at all, because we have g7 with check. King e7 is forced. We throw our queen over again. I keep saying this, but king f7 is forced. That's the only move that black has. And in this case, we could promote to a queen, right? There's nothing like, you know, it's not like we're going to be losing that position. Obviously, we're going to be winning. We have 2 queens, and black has a king on f7 to start. But here, if we promote to a knight, checkmate, game over. Thanks for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to this channel, as well as hit that notification bell if you enjoyed it so that you don't miss out on anything that we got dropping soon. On top of that, I want to give a big shout out to my Patreon supporters for the month of August in 2023. A big shout out to y'all, by the way. If you're interested in joining the Patreon community, we have some added benefits, including exclusive PGNs for every single new Chess Giant video that comes out. And on top of that, we have a once-a-month session, in which case I go over patrons' personal games. These are just a couple of the benefits that we have recently added, and we're looking to add more. I'll see y'all in the next one.